and let us all do we can to build a better future.
I am so sorry for the people that are stuck in the airlines right now. So Southwest cancellations all of Tuesday, airlines being canceled. Hold on. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Someone tell me. Somebody tell me what could possibly go wrong. And if you've had to deal with the airline cancellation, be it you yourself or people you know, please share your stories in the live stream chat, because turns out there's a lot of despair happening. So, as we all know and we've been seeing, let me go ahead and pull this up here. This is absolutely a nightmare situation for anyone that's dealing with this right now. I got 3 different videos, and I got an article from The Hill as well showing what's happening with airlines, especially Southwest Airlines, canceling its flights. Hey, how come no one's 6 feet apart? Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I should not have done that. I should not have said that. But it gets worse.
That we are the cancel Cleveland line. We are going to drop over here on the carousel momentarily. So we are not fully getting that. So I don't want you to stay in that line, only to be told that at the front of the counter. That.
Honestly, if Cenk Uygur was there, he'd probably be complaining. Where's the plane? So this is an article from The Hill. Despite the worst of the winter weather being over by Tuesday, the travel nightmare for Southwest Airlines was far from over. As of Tuesday morning, as it stands right now, 63% of the airline's flights were canceled nationwide, according to FlightWare. Another 8% were delayed. This is the largest scale event that I've ever seen, Southwest CEO Bob Jordan told the Wall Street Journal on Monday. The mass cancellation started with the blizzards, high winds, and sub-zero chills that affected much of the Midwest and Northeast. The bad weather in part of the country triggered a snowball effect that had travelers in sunny California and Florida stranded as they tried to get home after the holiday weekend. To which I got to say, to our viewing audience in Florida, if you think 36 degrees is cold, I want you to talk to me when it gets to -8 or -10. Shout out to Nico. I know he used to live in Florida. Nico House. I would sometimes joke with Nico and say, like, hey, you think 50 degrees is cold? Get out of here. The problem, according to Southwest, is the areas that saw the worst weather are most dependent on the airline. We were fully staffed, prepared, and approaching a holiday weekend when the severe weather swept across the continent, where Southwest is the largest carrier in 23 of the top 25 travel markets in the United States, the airline said. The creative problems in areas not even impacted that creative problems in areas not even impacted by the bad weather. If a Buffalo to Los Angeles flight is canceled because of the blizzard in New York, for example, and that crew is planning to fly to Phoenix next, that second leg might also be canceled if there's no one to fly the plane and assist with passengers. A Southwest representative also told NPR that there were also issues rescheduling employees and connecting flight crews to their schedules, making it harder to bounce back from delays and cancellations quickly. As the airline works to recover, Southwest said it's planning to fly roughly 1/3 of our schedule for the next several days, which I gotta say, that's bad news bears all around. I also got this clip here, also from the morning, from ABC, in regards to what's also happening nationwide.
Hey, good morning, Gio. Yeah, frustrated passengers are stuck at airports across the country. The return home from Christmas for many has become a flat-out nightmare. This morning,
They said no one's getting on a Southwest flight for 4 days, and they said we can't help you go home.
Southwest Airlines melting down in the wake of the Christmas holiday.
Christmas was just ruined. This was the worst Christmas ever.
While 3,800 flights were canceled across the country Monday after the punishing winter storm, nearly 3/4 of them were Southwest flights. And the company has already canceled over 2,500 flights today, with more misery expected this week.
It's been catastrophic. It is simply a failure of Southwest management.
When asked about the collapse, a spokesperson for Southwest blaming the weather.
I think it's just the sheer size of the storm. It's just the fact that this one started west, swept east, and impacted almost every single one of our largest airports, that put us in a position where we struggled to recover, and we struggled to get our flight crews and airplanes where they needed to be.
Canada, how could you send this devastating storm to us? I thought we were allies. To my Canadian audience, why were you so cold and so chilly to us? So as it stands right now, so many people are still delayed. So many people are still waiting if they will be able to leave the airport. You have, again, a lot of uncertainty. And this is a major headline because, again, we've talked about how climate change and our crumbling infrastructure will play a key role in stories that we'll be covering as the years go on. And we were talking about these kind of dangerous situations as we deal with very dangerous blizzards and storms, as well as an infrastructure that's not really adapted to a world that will drastically change. So already we're seeing an economic impact and a massive toll that this is taking on the American people. And this is evidence enough of, one, why we need to be more prepared for these eventual storms that will cripple a lot of our infrastructure. Because let's face it, on Friday, when we were doing our toy and food drive, it being -8 degrees, -10 degrees outside, a lot of Chicago was shut down. A lot of our key infrastructure was shut down. And as though it's as though right now we're being run by people that don't care, because let's face it, our infrastructure desperately not only needs to be maintained, but it also needs to be updated as well. It's getting worse out there, folks. This airlines, the Southwest Airlines system's not even working properly. It's the canary in the coal mine. And we've been talking about this for years on Hard Lens Media. It's interesting to see how it's all collapsing within on itself.